2.6. Write ratios and proportions. Let's review some vocabulary terms. Ratio is simply defined as the use of division to compare two quantities. So remember, you can write it as A to B, A with a colon in between, or as a fraction, A over B. But B cannot be 0. And this must be in simplest form. So for example, I could write 2 to 4, but I need to simplify this. 1 to 2. Or I could write it as 1 with a colon in between, 2, and 1 over 2. Proportion is an equation that states that two ratios are equivalent. So A over B is the first ratio. It could be equal to C over D, where B does not equal to 0 and D does not equal to 0. So, for example, 3 over 4 would equal to 6 over 8. And we could check that by multiplying by 2 to the top and the bottom. And we will read this as 3 is to 4 as 6 is to 8. Part A, write a ratio. Derek and his brother decide to combine their CD collections. Derek has 44 CDs and his brother has 52 CDs. Find the specified ratio. 1. The number of Derek's CDs to the number of his brother's CDs. So this is very simple. We just take 44 and put it over 52. And we can't leave our answer like this. We need to simplify. So this would be 11 over 13. Number 2, the number of Derek's CDs. So again, 44 to the number of CDs in the entire collection. So we need to take 44 and 52 and we need to add them together to get 96. And after we simplify this, it will be equal to 11 over 24. Part B, solve a proportion. So before I solve a proportion, I would like to do some box simplifying. So I could simplify 14 with 105 by dividing by 14. And then I can simplify 15 with 315 by dividing by 15. And 315 divided by 15 is 21. And then I'm going to do cross multiplying. X times 1 gives you X. 2 times 21 gives you 42. Okay, and the next one, I can simplify 1.5 and 6.5. So this would be 0.3. And this would be 1.3. And then I can simplify 1.3 with 39. And this would be 30. And then I can cross multiply. Y equals to 9. And for this one, I could simplify 5 with 10. And then I could simplify 31 with 62. And cross multiply. W times 1 is W. 2 times 2 is 4. And for this one, I could simplify 10 with 50. And then 35 with 5. And now I can cross multiply. 7 times 1 is 7. B plus 2 times 1 is B plus 2. Then B would equal to 5. Okay, part C. Write the sentence as a proportion and then solve the proportion. So you can have a problem looking like this. 14 over 17 would equal to X over 136. So if I give you a problem with words, then you just simply translate it into a proportion that looks like this. And for this problem, I can simplify 17 and 136. And now I can cross multiply. X times 1 is x. Write it right here. 14 times 8 is equal to 112. And now I have 0.9 is to 3.6. So I'm going to write that as a fraction. And this is equal to x is to 5. Okay, and I can simplify 0.9 and 3.6. So this would be 4, 1 and 4. Okay, and now I can cross multiply. 4 times x is 4x. 1 times 5 is 5. And x would equal to 5 over 4. Okay, let's look at word problems that involve proportions. A student can read 7 pages of a book in 10 minutes. How many pages of the book can the student read in 30 minutes? So I can let x equal the number of pages. And now I can cancel out my units and simplify. So x would equal to 7 times 3, 21 pages. Okay, let's take a look at another one. You and your friend are waiting in separate lines to purchase concert tickets. Part A, every 10 minutes, the cashier at the head of your line helps 3 people. There are 11 people in front of you. Write a proportion that can be used to determine how long you will have to wait to purchase tickets. So this is the rate. Every 10 minutes, the cashier helps 3 people. And currently, there are 11 people in front of you. Then how long will you have to wait to purchase your tickets? So x minutes. Let x equal the time. Okay, so the problem does not ask you to solve, but I'm going to go ahead and solve this word problem, or this proportion. So 3 times x is 3x. 10 times 11 is 110. Divide 3 to both sides to get 36.6. And we can go ahead and round that to 37 minutes. Part B. Every 5 minutes, the cashier at the head of your friend's line helps 2 people. So this is the rate for your friend. There are 14 people in front of you, or in front of your friend, excuse me. Write a proportion that can be used to determine how long your friend will have to wait to purchase tickets. So let x equal to time for your friend. And here we could put for you. Okay, and then after we cross multiply, well, we can first simplify. 2, 7, so x would equal to 35 minutes. Part C, will you or your friend be able to purchase concert tickets first? And it happens to be your friend because your friend will take 35 minutes to get to the front of the line or to the cashier, and you're going to take 37. So it's your friend. $35 is a car traveling 50 miles per hour goes 15 miles farther in the same amount of time as a car traveling 30 miles per hour. So I'm going to draw a picture. Car 1, car 2. The car 1 will be the one traveling at 50 miles per hour. And car 2 30 miles per hour, slower. So the car traveling at 50 miles per hour goes 50 miles further, so the distance is x plus 15. Then the distance for car 2 would be just x. So I should let x equal the distance for car 2, x plus 15, distance for car 1. Now, they take the same amount of time. So I'm going to use d equals rt and rewrite it as t equals d over r. So for car 1, distance, x plus 15, I can put that over 50 miles per hour. And for car 2, I could take x and put it over 30 miles per hour. Okay, and this equals to t. Time is the same. Okay, and now I can solve the proportion. And then cross multiply. 5x equals to 3x plus 45. And then 2x would equal to 45. And then we have x equal to 22.5 miles. And this would be for car 2. And then we can take x plus 15 and add it together to get 37.5 miles for car 1. And this concludes our lesson.